Hi class, it's time for us to start the next part of the Poetry Unit 1 learning module. So I wanted to take some time to walk you through that. So if we go over to the class calendar, see that starting on the 7th through the 10th, you'll be working on revising and publishing your first wiki contribution. So this is going to be your first analysis that you actually publish to our public wiki at Wikia. Love, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So to see what you need to do for that, just go down to Poetry Unit 1 and open that up. Okay, so here's your instructions. And once you've received peer feedback on the draft of your wiki page, you should create your page on the class wiki at Wikia. And here's a few things to remember. Make sure that all primary and secondary sources are cited using hyperlinks for web sources and/or in-text citation for print sources, including the focus text. You have to cite your original text. So in this case it would be the poem from Unit 1 that you've selected. You've got to cite it. You have to mention it, and every time you quote from it, you have to use those in-text parenthetical citations to signal to us which lines you're quoting. And you can get the guide for doing that in your McGraw-Hill handbook, and you need to make sure that you do it correctly. All print sources, so that would include the poem that you're analyzing, cited, should be included in a references list at the bottom of the page. And I have actually provided you with a resource that's going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. Make sure all media used is copyright free or has a Creative Commons license. You do not want to break the law. The source of all images should be cited in the image caption. Make sure you add your page to the correct category, either good love, bad love, or ugly love, and add categories for the text's author and title. Your page should be completed and published no later than 11 p.m. September the 10th. Now, before I show you how to get over to the wiki, I just want to point out that you have a folder here that is full of how-to resources on working with Wikia. So if you open that up, you'll see there's a video that walks you through how to create a new page on Wikia, a tour of the Wikia editor, and then also links to articles on how to add hyperlinks to a page. So when you are citing sources that are available on the internet, you're going to do that through a hyperlink, and so this source will walk you through how to do that. How to cite sources by creating references. So when you're using print-based sources, such as the poem that you're writing about, you'll need to do that using parenthetical citations, and then you can use, this shows you how to use the references tool to create your works cited list at the bottom. And how to add a page to a category. And so that's important for categorizing your page based on whether it fits within the good, the bad, or the ugly, and then also in adding the category for your poem's title and author. So you have all of these resources available to you that are going to walk you through using Wikia. So if we go back to our assignment, okay, and you click on it, that's not what we wanted to do, so let's go back. You'll need to go to the wiki itself. So you go up, it's linked right here in your first set of tools, Class Wiki. So you click on that, and it's got the URL in here, so you can click on that, and it's going to take you to the Class Wiki. Now you want to make sure you're logged in. If you're not logged in, you'll know because up here it'll say log in. Once you're logged in, you can then create your page, and you do that by clicking on the Contribute button, bringing it down, and then you're going to add a page. Okay? And so when you do that, you're going to have to give your page a title. So make it something interesting, something that gives us a hint as to the poem that you're working with, and perhaps the main argument that you're making about it, and do standard layout, and then you can add your page. I'm going to just do a test page. Add a page. Okay, and it's going to take you to the page editor. Okay, so this is where you add your text, and then you have your tools here where you can format your text. This is where you add a hyperlink. So the way that you would do that would be to select the phrase that you want to turn into a hyperlink. So in case of a source, it would be the title of the source or the author of the source, whichever you've mentioned. And then you click on this link once you have selected it. You click on the link and you will paste in the URL for the source that you want to link to. And so you want to make sure if you're linking outside of the wiki, you have to select to an external link. Okay. You have all these other formatting tools that you can use, and if you want to add a video, you can do that here. And if you want to add a photo, you can do that here. And you can kind of arrange them. You can also do it this way to add one within. So you've got here your media options, a photo or a video. Okay, and you can actually break your analysis up into sections, or you can take these sections out if you don't want to do that. And so you do that, and this is where you can select your categories, and all of that is covered in the resources that I showed you. Okay, and then once you have it, there's a couple of things. You can preview what the page is going to look like by clicking on this button here. And then once you have everything exactly and like you want it, you're going to go and you're going to click Publish. And when you do that, then it's going to go live on the wiki. Now, whenever you go back and make changes to your page based on feedback that you receive from your peers, or maybe afterwards you're reading over it and you notice that you need to change something, whenever you do that, always go up here in this edit summary box and type just a very short summary of what you did. Maybe it was just correcting some spelling or some grammatical errors, or adding a citation because you forgot to put one in. Whatever it is, just add a quick little summary of what you do. But that's just when you go in and edit after you've published it for the first time. So that is how you add a page to the wiki. And all of your menus and tools are all here. And again, if you have any questions, you can always go back to that resources folder that has the videos and the links to websites that show you how to do different things. If you have any questions after you have reviewed all of those resources, then please contact me and let me know. Please keep in mind that I am not available late at night, so you need to go ahead and get started on this as soon as possible. So you need to start revising and editing your draft as soon as possible, and then begin the process of transferring that over to the wiki. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until late at night to try to do it, because if you wait till late at night, the night it's due, I'm not going to be available to help you. So start on as soon as possible, so that if you do run into problems and have questions, you can let me know and I can address them, and you can have plenty of time to get your page created before the deadline. Okay, so just let me know if you have any questions.